everybody, welcome to Bones Collector. We're here at the Caribe Royale Hotel at Dice Tower Con East. We just got done playing a game called Portals, which we thought was Uwe Rosenberg, but Uwe Rosenberg does have a new game called Portals. This isn't it. This is 2023. There's someone called Maxime Isotep or something like that. But
So we played a game by mistake.
We played it anyways. But it's 2023, and it's a nice little puzzle game. I thought it was pretty good. What did you think about it?
That was great.
Yeah, you have a set of cards in the center of the table here, and they are hard, medium, and easy. And because they're hard, medium, easy, they have an initiative number in the corner, and that's when they're going to be activated in phase 2 of this game in those orders. So if you want to go first, you're going to have to grab cards that are early, which are the hard cards. And then you want to select. Oh yeah, we didn't set this game back up, did we?
Here's a blank one.
Yeah. So and then you have these elemental boards. Is that what they're called? No, these are elemental boards. I don't know what they're called. Yeah, I think these are elemental boards.
The little circles are the 4 circles of the elements.
4 circles of the elements, and you have elements on them, and it's air, fire, water. Time is the purple, and green is the earth. Yeah. So, anyways, you're going to take each one of after you select a card with your first action, you're going to be able to take one of these stones, and you're going to put them on these cards that you put in front of you. So you take a card, you select a stone, and you put your player marker on there to show you taking a stone, and you're going to put it on this card. Once you these icons on the cards. Once you fill up the icons on that card, it's referred to as charge. And then when this is phase 1, in phase 2, then you'll be able to play that charged the elements off that charged card onto this board, either one of these boards. You have a choice of 2, and you must match the pattern exactly, the configuration exactly. Excuse me. You can put those, and you're trying to score points, and you do that by putting the same. Like this orange on orange is 1 point. This orange on purple does not score that, but because these are adjacent, you would get 2 points if you happen to play that orange. So you have adjacency scoring and you have color scoring. And the adjacency scoring is the way to win this game. If you're smart enough to do that,
it's hard.
Because you are definitely put in a vice, because looking at these patterns on the cards and trying to figure out the best way to score with color and adjacency, you have to score in an optimized fashion. So that's hard for my tiny pea brain to work out, and it's a pretty good puzzle. I enjoyed it. Even I'd never heard of it. And these pieces are real nice. These ceramic pieces, awesome. Super nice. The components of the game were very nice. Yeah, I mean, the only thing I didn't like about the game was the restrictions. Like you can actually put towards the end of the game, you could actually play. Let's say I had something like this. I only really have to. I can put one of those anywhere on the board, and the other 2 you just throw away.
As long as the orange and the yellow wouldn't fall off the edge.
Yeah, you can't play out of bounds, but you're not restricted. So if at the end of the game, if this board is really full, and I can place this white token is the only one because it's in the corner, I could turn this card, because you can turn these cards any way you want them. I could turn this any way I want it.
Place it.
Oh no, that'd be out of bounds. So I'd have to do like that.
Like that, yes.
I'd do it like that, and I could place this white one here, and I'd get 3 points. 3 points. Because I put it on a white square, and then I'm adjacent to 2 white
and then you
tokens.
Just toss the other 2.
So I would toss the other 2. So that kind of gives you an out towards the end of the game. I thought was kind of interesting. But then we didn't play with this, but it has a board here with some special moves you can make. And when you take an element off of this circle, instead of placing it and charging one of your cards, you put it on here, and you can take that special move, make that special move. I don't know how that would work out, because you're giving up an element.
It's already hurting our head.
And you got was it 3 full rounds?
Yes, 3 rounds.
3 rounds and 6 tokens on each circle. So you're taking 6 tokens, 18 tokens total, but
I don't know.
I don't know if I'd give up a token for that. And then this magic deck of cards, you can deal out 3 to each player, and if you complete the pattern on the card, you get 4 points. If you don't complete it, you're -2.
Yeah, that's different.
That would put some pressure on you.
Yeah.
Because -2 in this game, we ended up with what, 16 points, 16 and
You
12?
were 37 and I had 32
Oh,
or
32,
something
yeah.
like that.
So you're not going to score a lot of points. -2 would be kind of bad, but whole deck of these that you're going to be able to pass out to players. And that's a little puzzle game. It's pretty good. It's pretty, I was surprised. Pretty brain burning. It's pretty to look at when you're playing it. And again, you're thinking about the initiative cards because if you want to go, which I did,
Yeah.
I wanted to go first. So because there was a pattern, I knew I could place two of
You
them.
did score like 6 points
Yeah,
in one play.
one play, which is pretty nice. So you're looking for those opportunities, scoring opportunities, all the time you're playing this game, and it kind of messes with your head a little bit because
So we played it by mistake, but it was fun.
yeah, I mean it's a 30-minute game, right? 30 minutes, and it's fun, and twist your brain a little bit if you like brain teasers. This is a good one. I can recommend this game. It would be fun. I'd play it again, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I don't want to buy and take it home, but
We don't have enough puzzle games at
Yeah,
home.
we have
but
enough.
yes, it's fun.
It's pretty good. So yeah, that is Portals, and it came out in 2023. So if you see it somewhere, pick it up. If you like those kinds of puzzle games, you will enjoy this. And I'll see you the next time on the Bones Collector, and we will be here all day playing as many games as we possibly can, which is kind of hard. It's packed, and some of the games we want to play are not available. They're checked out, and so you got to kind of hang around and wait for them to come back in the library. But yeah, that's it. And I'll see you next time on the Bones Collector. I hope you're gaming wherever you happen to be. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bones Collector. We're down here still at the Caribe Royale Hotel in beautiful Orlando, Florida, enjoying Dice Tower Con East 2024. And we just finished playing Donut Shop, which is something I wanted to play. It's by Jeffrey D. Allers because Jeffrey D. Allers is the designer of Citrus, which is one of our favorite games. We've had that game since it was new, and we love it. And it's one of those games that we just are attracted to, and we couldn't ever give up. But Donut Shop, I wanted to play. It's by 25th Century Games, the publisher of Ra, the recent Ra reprint or whatever. And this is a tile placement game, hand management, and this is with the Donut Shop theme. You have a display case, so you're taking these tiles,
I'll put these over here.
and you're taking them from this dispenser, and this is the display case. You're putting them in the display case, and you score points by orthogonally adjacents. So this is wild, the donut hole. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 donuts times 5 cents. So you'd have 45 cents in that. And then once you put these groups of donuts together, you're going to have a hand of cards that you're going to want to play to pack up donuts in boxes. And you have 4 different box sizes. You have 4, 6, 8, 5. 4, 6, 8, 9, and a dozen. And Lori actually did a dozen right at the end, which is pretty cool.
I still lost, but I
Yeah,
got
so you lay these donut boxes out there, and you get paid according to the size of the donut box. It starts at 20 for the 4-pack and ends at 60 for the dozen of donuts. And some of your cards have extra bonuses for sprinkles, if you have sprinkles. And then also your cards may have these cups of coffee, and if you play 2 of them when you're placing your order, then you get 15 cents. If you use 3 of them to place your order, you get 25. And it's got some cute components. This is the dispenser for the tiles, and this is the napkin holder in the donut shop, and that's going to dispense the cards. And on your turn, you can select a face-up tile from the dispenser, and then a face-down card, or you can select a face-up card for your hand, and you get one of these that's face down out of the dispenser of the tiles. And that's really all there is to this game. It's pretty cute. It's got a little bit of a thinky puzzle. It lasted too long for what it is, and there was nothing scaling it for 2 players.
Yeah, it felt like we had a lot of donuts to go through.
Whew. I mean, yeah, we played all this. We played this for at least an hour, and this is too long for what you're doing. But it's a fun game. I mean, it's pretty nice design, and the theme is implemented well. I will say that. And I want to eat some donuts right now because these things look really good on the tiles. And the whole time I'm playing, I'm thinking, I would love to have a donut right now. So I think this game might be dangerous if you're on a diet. You don't want to play this game. And then you get money tokens for the scoring is the scoring currency. So yeah, that's Donut Shop by Jeffrey Allers. I hope you're playing a board game wherever you happen to be at. I love every one of you. Keep on board gaming. It's the best hobby on the planet because of cute little games like Donut Shop. And I'll see you next time on the Bones Collector. Bye bye. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to Bones Collector here at Dice Tower Con East 2024 at the beautiful and luxurious Caribe Royale Hotel. And we just finished playing Agueda, City of Umbrellas by Dustin Dobson and Milan Zivkovic. I hope I said those names right. It's published by 25th Century Games again. And I think the last game it was 25th Century. It's got some pretty nice components, these little umbrellas and stuff that are acrylic, whole bag of them, so it plays up to 5 players. And ages 10 and up, that's pretty accurate. And 20 to 40 minutes is pretty accurate. More like, yeah, about 30 minutes, I think, on a 2-player game. This is a pretty easy game that is a market selection mechanism, very similar. As a matter of fact, it's exactly like Citrus by Jeffrey Allers. So this has been around for a while. And then on this board, you also have some endgame conditions. And this is going to tell you what color of umbrellas meet those conditions. On your player board, you're going to have 2 different kinds. You have your cafe that has these tiles on them, mural tiles, and they make a picture when you turn them over. And you start out with meeples on these spaces right here. And as you turn over one row of that mural, it releases this meeple, and you can put him up here in your suitcases because you take the meeples from those suitcases to score as you're playing the game. And you want to release all these meeples off of here, so you end up with 6 total, and you can score those meeples. Now, when you score these, you're going to take them off these spaces, and you can put 1 or 2 meeples here on these tiles, and depending on how many color of those colors you have in that row, you're going to score those particular colors. In this case, it's red and orange. I have 1, 2, 3 red and orange umbrellas. So I would get 3 points for doing that with these 2 meeples. If you just put 1 meeple there, you can only choose 1 color. And that's called attracting tourists.
That's attracting tourists.
So the first thing you do on your turn, you're going to go to this market and select umbrellas. Then you're going to place them in a row on your player board. It has to be in the same row. There's paint brushes underneath here that paint. And once you place a umbrella of that color on that paintbrush, that's what's going to flip over that corresponding mural tile on your player board, on the cafe, excuse me. And then you will update your mural if you've done something like that. And then you will attract tourists, which is a scoring. You can use 1 meeple or 2 meeples to score. And if you don't want to score, then you have the option to take a break. And what you do when you do that is you take your meeples that you have scored, put them back on your suitcases on your player board, and then you take the bottom one of these scoring tiles, put it on the top, and push them down, and you can score a different way. And that's it. And that's all there is to Agueda, City of Umbrellas, I think it's called. Yeah, City of Umbrellas. What do you think? Yeah.
Very pretty.
Yeah, it's a pretty game.
Puzzle game. We've been playing puzzle games.
Yeah.
Not my favorite of the puzzle games, but it was.
I think it's probably the 3 we've done. This is my least favorite. I think what was the first one called? Umbrella.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Umbrella better.
That was hard. Yeah, Umbrella was very difficult, and Portals had a little bit of
Portals and Captain Flip.
And Captain Flip. Yeah.
It was a puzzle game too, sort of.
Yeah, but this one's they're really.
It's fun. It's pretty.
It's okay.
It's okay. Yeah.
It doesn't do anything different. Ever. I mean, nothing here is different.
I think we could have scored more.
We could have scored more points because we thought you could only score the meeples 1 time for the whole game, but you can keep reusing them.
Yeah.
So it becomes a strategy of when to do that take a break action.
Take a break and get them back.
Yeah, that's the only thing we messed up. But even with that,
first player marker.
Yeah.
Well, it's not the first player marker; it's the marker.
End game.
It's the end game marker. Yeah.
That's it. That's about all there is. I mean, the regular stock for all the components, other than the acrylic umbrellas, those are nice. And,
it was fun.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Nothing that would make you want to take it home and play it over and over again, though. Okay, that's it. Hey, we're done with Agueda, and we love all of you. We hope you're playing a game wherever you happen to be today, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Bones Collector. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. How you doing? This is Bones Collector still at the 2024 Dice Tower Con East. we just got done playing a game called Harmonies. It's a 2024 game by Johan Benevenuto, published by Labella Games. It's a 10 and up, age limit 1 to 4, so you can play it solo in half an hour. That's about right. It's a half hour.
I thought it went
Yeah.
way too fast.
And it comes in a pretty nice box. Nice draw bag for drawing these element tokens or whatever they're called out of here. And nice card stock. It's all, no, not living cards. Just regular card stock, I suppose. The artwork's pretty decent. And you got these plastic acrylic cubes. The boards that you use are decent. At least they're flat. And yeah, not a big publishing endeavor. The chunky tokens the wooden tokens are pretty thick and screen printed, so that's pretty cool. And this is what is this?
Pattern building.
Yeah, there you go. It is a pattern building game. I told you should have done it. And
All
Lori
I could think of.
beat me by 15 points. She did pretty good on her board. And you're simply trying to follow this card they give you and build these patterns on your board. And you're building trees, buildings, mountains, fields, rivers, and animal cards, doing animal cards. And the way it works is this. You see this central board right here. You're going to, on your turn, take any 3 of these. And there's going to be 3 here also, because that's always replenished. I should have done that. I'm a loser. Okay, there we go. So there we go. So you're going to select one group of 3. You're going to place those on your board. And you can also select one of these animal cards that's going to be here in the market. And they have point values on them. And when you take them, you're going to put cubes to fill them up on the card. And as you complete that pattern, you put that cube, and it's escalating values on the card. So it goes from 4, 10, 16. I didn't get the 16 one. If I had finished that one, I could have beaten you. But I got 2 of them off. And then you take that card and turn it over. And at the end of the game, you're just going to add the points that were on that card to your score. So you have those animal cards. And you can do that anytime. You can take an animal card first, but you have to take a set of 3 of these. It's mandatory on your turn. You don't always have to take an animal card. But and you don't want to have, you know what, I don't know. I suppose you're better off to have more animal cards, aren't you?
You can only have 4.
In case you accidentally build some.
You got the little footprints down there. You can only keep 4.
I know, but I've only had 2. I took 2 the whole game.
I had 2. Yeah.
But you're better off probably to take more of them. That way,
accidentally
yeah,
make one. Yeah.
gives you more opportunities. I didn't think about it. Yeah, again, we only played this game once. And you get a nice deck of animal cards. And this is another puzzly type of game. Pattern building, like I said. I can't think of what it reminds me of. It is something that absolutely reminds me of. Maybe it is Earth, even though Earth is more of a card game than this is. But in Earth, you're building those trees and stuff on your board. Maybe I don't know if that's what.
Yeah, because you're building up.
Yeah, it's a pretty nice little game. You know, what do you think?
I thought it was good.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's got
Calming.
yeah, it's calming, and you are building these things as best you can. You can't just throw them out there willy nilly. You have to pay attention to your patterns on the animal cards
Side.
and the patterns of the base of the main game. So you're trying to weave those 2 things together to do the best you can. And it comes with a little module of cards where you're going to get 2 of them, choose one to use during the game.
So
Nature Spirit cards. So it gives a little extra boost. But this game's pretty popular right now. I think it's selling very well, and I can see why. It's pretty good. It's light. It's a very light. I think it's a very light game. Yeah.
Very light. I don't know what it's rated, but it's light.
It's very light, but it's a good game. Yeah, and I would recommend this to anybody that wants to play that type of half an hour little puzzle that doesn't hurt your head too much. This isn't like Umbrellas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Not at all like Umbrellas or even Portals or Spectral. But it's a nice little game, and I just want to tell you about it. It's a 2024 title. I would have to guess it's relatively inexpensive.
I don't know.
But just from what I'm looking at,
box.
tiny little box and stuff. But yeah, that's Harmonies by Johan Benevenuto. And now we're going to go eat lunch because I'm starving. It's 3:30. Yeah, and we've been playing games all morning. And what did we have for breakfast? A bowl of instant oatmeal. Yeah, so I'm starving. Okay, I'll see you next time on the Bones Collector. Bye-bye. Hey, welcome to Bones Collector. And today we just got done playing Terrascape. here at the Dice Tower Con 2024, designed by Jeffrey CCH. I don't know who that is, but this game is it's Battleship. It's exactly what it is. If you've played Battleship before, this is the same thing, but it's got a lot of elements added to it. But you're simply trying to deduce what's happening on the other side of the board. B3, you sunk my battleship, that kind of thing. So you have different rooms in this mansion. You're moving your little figure. That's my Spectre. Lori will show you that. The Spectre over there. And one person is the killer, one person is the survivors. As soon as you kill one survivor, the killer wins. The survivors have to repair the radio or find 5 keys, and she had 4 keys. So yeah, and that's what they're trying to do to win. Yeah. This, as far as publishing is concerned, you have a big rule book. You have a booklet for the killer, a booklet for the survivor.
And you have a survivor's guide.
This is a cardboard piece you have to assemble. It comes in the box. It's okay. It's not the thickest cardboard. The boards are not the best. They're starting to rip one of them, and these dice are not very good. They're very light. They're pretty, but they're light. And then this is a dice tower, which is kind of cool in the mansion. So you roll the dice down there. That's pretty sweet. This doesn't come with the game. All these plastic pieces don't come with the game. These miniatures are painted by the Dice Tower. They don't come like that. I'm really disappointed in the publishing. It's a deduction game, and I think I would like it, but they have to do a better job publishing. I don't care for what I'm looking at. Yeah, well, for me and you, it lasts a while, but on regular people using it, it probably wouldn't last very long. And I don't think the rule book is all that great. I always ask publishers to show us 4 turns. Here's what I'm going to do on my turn. My opponent's going to do this on their turn. Then I'm going to do this on my turn, and I'm going to do that on my turn. That way you can learn the game, and that's not present in this big rule book. So you're guessing. They're telling you what your actions are. Well, how many can you take? It doesn't tell you that, or I don't know. I thought it was laid out poorly, the rule book. Cardstock's linen. I don't know. I don't have a lot good to say about it. I'm glad that I didn't buy it. That's what I'm going to say. I'm glad I didn't purchase this game. I would not want it at the retail price they're asking for it for sure. And again, we didn't get completely through the game understanding how to play it. Again, because the rule book did not show turns on what you do, so you're left to your own devices to try to figure that out. And we played it like Battleship. We're going to have a deck of cards for the killer, and I think you had a deck of cards, right?
I don't have a deck, but I have some cards, and then I have a deck I can search, and I found some keys.
Yeah. And I have different things I can perform as the killer, sensing and searching, moving, stealth and fear that I can impose upon the survivors, so that there's noise tokens that will help tell, because they have to tell me where they're putting a noise token so I can put it on my side of the board. You try to match the sides of the board so that they're identical, so you can start your deduction game and figure out where each other are. So that's the way this game is played. And yeah, I don't know.
I think it could be.
Yeah, it could be fun. Yeah, I think it would be fun. We'd have to give it a go, and I don't think it's scheduled for release anytime soon in the U.S. But it still needs some work. I think. I don't think it's ready to go. But okay, that's it for right now. Well, I'm tired, and this was a bear to set up, wasn't it? Yeah,
I mean, it's
horrible setup.
We started setting it for an hour. It kind of took a half hour.
Yeah. It was real disorganized. There's pieces missing out of this Dice Tower copy, and that didn't help. So we had to figure out. Yeah, so the game is a mess, and that's probably has a lot to do with my negative opinion of it right now. I think the game is good, but until I play it correctly, I won't be able to say. But it's kind of fun to look at, and I like the idea of it because Battleship was one of the first games I ever had as a kid. I got that game when it first came out, and that's what you're doing here. It's Battleship on steroids, and
It will be fun.
Yeah, I think it would be fun if we got the gameplay down. Okay, that's it from here at Dice Tower. I love every one of you. Hope you're gaming wherever you're at, and we'll talk to you next episode. And like and subscribe. See you later. Bye. Hey everybody, welcome to Bones Collector. We're here at Dice Tower Con East, still playing as many 2024 titles as we can possibly get our hands on. But there's like 1,600 people here, and the library's got a lot of games in it, but not that many. We don't have that many copies of some of the games we're looking for. I don't know if we're going to get to what's the Windmill Valley. We keep trying to get our hands on that, and we haven't had any luck. But we did get our hands on one called Invincible, the hero building game. Now this is show?
I guess it's a show.
TV show or something? So we're not familiar with it at all. This is by Dire Wolf Games, who got games by Dire Wolf? Clank and Dune, yeah. So they both games we really love. But this is a bag building, kind of a tableau building game. And on it, you're going to have a hero that you're. First of all, it's cooperative. It's a cooperative game. Plays 1 to 4, something like that. Gosh, come on, Durbin. I'm getting goofy.
Who knows?
Who knows?
It's a secret.
Wait a minute, I got it up in here. It's a cooperative adventure game, plays 1 to 4. And in this game, you're going to be heroes, and you have a episode card that you're going to work your way through it, and it tells you, as you move this marker through the episode, how many villains are to spawn on these 3 zone boards. And you have all these civilians that, if they're in the blue, they're in the safe. If they're in the red, they're in danger, and they can be killed off, and there's a graveyard here for the casualties. And then no, we didn't lose any civilians, but we played the very introductory game, which left off a lot of mechanics and stuff because we wanted to make sure we got the game played and got an idea about whether we liked the game or not. But that's what you're going to be doing, is battling these villains. I put Doctor Strange out here. It looks like Doctor Strange. I don't know who that guy is, but he looks like Doctor Strange. He had nothing to do with the game. But then I was Invincible. That's one of the characters, and Lori was Adam Eve. So, and then you're going to be building your tableau from these superpowers cards that you're going to get, and you have to pay for them with confidence that you have on your board. And you're going to draw cubes out of your bag and play them on this board, as you can see them laying on this board, and according to color. And the black ones are wild, so you can play them anywhere. But here's the grub. They are also the way you're going to crash. So you're pushing your luck. If you draw the 5th one of these black ones out of your bag, because they're wild, you want them. But if you draw the 5th one, you crash. And then someone has to rescue you. You knock your character over, and Lori would have to rescue me, and
Not gonna do.
Yeah, she's not gonna do because she's mad at me. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so you would have to be rescued in order to continue in the game. And you're going to place those cubes on these zones on your board according to their color. And these cards that you're going to be acquiring will give you extra cubes. They will give you a power and allow you to get an extra cube once you activate them. So and you're going to get more and more of the good cubes that you want in the bag. But I don't know. The black ones are pretty amazing.
Well, they're powerful.
Yeah.
As long as you don't draw too many.
But
Once you draw 4, you got to stop.
The publishing is nice. It's typical Dire Wolf. It reminds me of Dune and Clank publishing. You get a player aid that works nice. Thank you for full color standees, Dire Wolf. Thank you that these aren't plastic, gray miniatures. Oh, that drives me batty. Everything about the game is published real nice, and you have these dice here, the damage dice that you're going to roll when you get attacked, and then you have a rescue die. I rolled that twice now. That means no, you can't rescue. It's a failure. I can't rescue my friends. I can't rescue my friends. That means I can rescue my friend. So yeah, and you get a huge stack of superpower cards, and there's a lot more to this game than we explored. But I do want to say I liked it. I like bag. I don't even think I have a bag builder anymore. We got rid of Orleans, and that was probably
What you call it? The swirly.
Swirly. Anyways.
Quacks is a bag builder.
Oh, that's right. Quacks is a bag builder. Quacks Quedlinburg. So yeah, Quacks, we do have one. But I like doing that. I like bag builders, and I like tableau builders where you're getting more powerful as the game goes on. and I like working cooperatively. And there's again a lot of things that we didn't use in this game, but I got a pretty good feel for it. I like the game, and it's a good. I think it's a winner from Dire Wolf. I think it's going to be pretty popular. Invincible.
Been getting played a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot of people have been playing it.
A lot. We had to get it first thing this morning.
Yeah, I like it. It's on that level with Clank and Dune Imperium. If you are good with that complexity, if that's not too light for you, I think if you like Dune Imperium, if you like Clank Catacombs, you're going to like Invincible, and it works well.
Ratchet this up.
Yeah, you can make it as difficult as you want to make it, and I like games like that. I saw it on the table, and it is 2024, so I wanted to play it, and I'm glad I did. Okay, again, when I sat down to set it up, I just realized it was Dire Wolf, so I'm pretty impressed. And the designer, I didn't mention his name. Let me do it. Kevin Spack, S-P-A-K. Hey, Kevin, you designed a nice game there. I like it. It's pretty fun. I mean, I had fun doing it. And your monsters, when they spawn out of these decks, are going to go in these zones, and they have minions that they can spawn on the board. And there's heroes are able to thwart them with these blue cubes. We couldn't figure out how to use that thwarting action, but
but what was there?
Yeah,
we didn't need to. We wanted anyway.
We didn't need to.
We played on easy.
We played on the easiest level you could possibly, just to teach you the game. And I saw enough. I like it. Would I put it in my library? I would. I don't know if I got room for it though.
Yeah.
It's good enough to put in there. I liked playing it, and it's a fun time. But I've got cooperative games, lots of them, and I don't know. Maybe get rid of one of my competitive Euro games for this. I don't know. We'd have to take a look. But I like the game a lot, and I can highly recommend it to you. And that's something I haven't been able to do most of this convention.
Yeah.
I think we've played like 3 or 4 really good games. This is one of them.
Yeah.
Umbrella was good. Spectra was good. And what's the bigger one? Flock Together. I love that game, man. But yeah, and this is another cooperative game. So if you like this kind of thing, hey, what happened was the World Guardians are all killed. I don't much care for the theme thing. All the World Guardians, they broke into their headquarters and killed them all. So now these youngsters that they were training are going to take over, these puppies, these Padawans, and before they're ready, they're going to be the superheroes. So you're trying to battle these villains that went in and killed all the global heroes, or whatever they're called, global people, global protectors, or whatever. But yeah, so that's the theme of the game, and in it has a letter from the director of the World Organization, and he says, "Hey, I know you're thinking we're all screwed, but we got these other people. I just think the guy that's director of the World Global Protection Agency isn't going to use the word screwed. But other than that, I think he would sound more intelligent than that. But yeah, so it's got some goofy things, but it's a good game. I enjoyed playing it. We had fun.
Yeah, it was fun.
Hey, that's it for Invincible, the hero building game. You got anything to say about it?
No, I enjoyed it. It was fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Sure,
all right.
There's more to it that we don't know, but yeah.
We'll go see if we can get another 2024 title. We've done pretty good though.
Yeah.
I mean, we've played like I think we've played
10
at least. Yeah, 2024. And this is the only way. This is the way I'm doing it this year, because I'm not going to go out like I did in 2023 and buy all those games.
Yeah.
Then I got to sell them. So we're going to do it at conventions, and then I bought one though. Flock Together. Yeah. So that one it was calling me, and I tell you, I don't know. This is a really good one. This might be my second favorite of the convention. I don't know. Okay, that's it. I'll see you the next time on the next episode of The Bones Collector, and I know you'll be waiting with bated breath. Bye-bye. Hey guys, welcome to The Bones Collector. We're here at Dice Tower Con East playing more board games. This game is called In the Footsteps of Darwin and is designed by G. Gerard and M. Verde. And it came out last year, so it's not a real new game, but we did want to play it because it's a Spiel des Jahres nominee, along with Sky Team and Captain Flip. Anyways, this is just a tile selection, tile laying game. And it's very easy to play. It's for 2 to 5 players, 30 minutes. Yeah, I mean, I say 15 to 20 minutes.
What did it say was the age?
8.
Yeah, an 8-year-old could play this.
Yeah, that's nice. And the only bonuses you're going to earn are you can get compasses that multiply times the publication icon on the tiles. You can get publications of 5 points each, and some bonus tiles called theories that you can develop by stacking like animals on top of each other. So, and you can use these guide tokens. You can discard them in order to move the beagle one space or clear a row of tiles in case you don't see something you like. And there's also character tiles in the box. And the character tiles are the usual suspects: Charles Darwin, John Henslow, Conrad Martins. I forget the other guys. There's 5 of them. And they give you a couple of bonuses when you get their tiles. Then you have these kind of neat notebooks that you're going to be laying your stuff on. That's pretty cool. The publishing's very nice. It's Sorry We Are French. You know, the theme is something, I don't know if you know.
Got this whole book that talks about all the.
Yeah, I got this whole book of historical stuff about the animals. And I like that subject matter. Charles Darwin's book, The Origin of Species, is very important in history and in discovering, you know, the evolution of animals. So, yeah, it's a pretty cool thing. And, you know, Charles Darwin's book helps me believe in God. But we had fun playing this game. And I don't know, it's very light.
Yeah, it's too light.
Even, but the thing is,
buy it, but it's
no,
very,
and the thing is, Captain Flip is very light, but it's different.
it was
Yeah.
Captain Flip was more fun.
Yeah, it's different, and it has, more fun. I definitely between the
This
two,
would be-
but Captain Flip is unique in the way that you have to choose
Yeah.
which side of the tile to play, and so this, so I give it the edge for that reason over this
Yeah.
game. And again, we haven't played Sky Team, but we probably should. Maybe we'll go check and see if it's in the library,
Yeah.
just so we can say we played all 3 nominees.
Yep.
But hey, that is, geez, is there anything I need to say about the publishing's out? You know,
Yeah.
outstanding.
Very nice.
Very nice publishing. It's a fun family game. If you just like to play a game and just have a zen moment with your family members for 15 or 20 minutes, this is great. It works well. You got some bonuses and a couple of things you can weave together to score as many points you can. So yeah, that's in the footsteps of Darwin's. Been out for a while, and we wanted to get it played. So I hope wherever you're at, you're playing a board game, and we'll see you on the next episode of the Bones Collector. Bye-bye. Hey, everybody. Welcome to Bones Collector. We are at Dice Tower Con East 2024 at the beautiful, luxurious, only for rich people, Caribe Royale Hotel. And, man, we've had some good fun playing board games, and we played Foundations of Rome Junior. Literally. Foundations Metropolis. This is Foundations of Rome with cardboard chits. Yeah, I mean, that's, and we wanted to look at it and play it, and so we played a game of it just now. And they're nice thick chits, though. I mean, that's
Yeah.
thick cardboard. Pretty nice. You know, cardboard money. It's got little player trays, but they're with cardboard. So I'm sure it's very affordable, I would think. Yeah, but compared to Foundations of Rome. And the only thing about Foundations of Rome, the box is so big, and it's why we never bought it. And if it ever came out in a 2-player version, I would probably pick up Foundations of Rome, because the whole point of it has have those buildings. And then you'd have I think it's called a Metropolis expansion, so you'd have 3 trays, monument expansions. You have 3 trays instead of 6. So so that makes me mad about paying Foundations of Rome. And then the thing I hate about it, and would probably stop me from buying it, is the board. They don't make it for 2-player. You have this whole board, and the other side is printed with all of these in white, so that it's for 4 players. But then when you flip it over, this is the 2-player side. Well, all they did was dim these, and so it's the same daggone board, instead of making this board be the centerpiece and having art around it or whatever. So that ticks me off a little bit. I don't know why publishers do that. I mean, it's just absurd. But the game plays good, just like Foundations of Rome. It's exactly the same game. Yeah, it's just a cheap version in case people, can't live without Foundations of Rome, which the whole point of Foundations of Rome was the buildings. I don't know why you'd want this, to be quite honest with you. Again, it's not as good a game as Era Medieval Age. If you want to build a city building game, that is superior by far. This is the whole thing about this game was had those pretty buildings to play. Yeah, I don't think anybody's going to really go crazy over this game. This game is going to sit on the shelf and gather dust, because it wasn't that good a game to begin with. But I mean, it's a good game. It's just
not a bad game.
Yeah, it's lightweight. It's a lightweight entry level game, and yeah, but we wanted to play it and look at it, and that's what we're here for. Since we couldn't get Windmill
I
Valley
know. I don't think we ever will.
or Sky Team, we couldn't
I
pick
know.
up Sky Team. It's a nice publishing job. Other than this, I don't know why they had to have this on the 2-player side of the board. For pity's sakes, take that off of there, move this to the center, and give us artwork around it so that we can have our own 2-player board. It bugged me in Foundations of Rome, and it bugs me in this. So
Yep.
I don't know. They need to make a 2-player version of Foundations of Rome. Period. Otherwise,
Foundations of Rome Duel.
I will just keep, yeah, Foundations of Rome Duel. I'll just keep playing my Era Medieval Age, which again is a superior game, and it's more fun because you're rolling dice. Who doesn't like to do that? But yeah, so okay, that's it. That's it from Foundations Metropolis by Emerson Matsuuchi. I still say his best game is Reef.
Yep.
I love Reef, man. But this is a nice game. I know I sound like I'm being negative, which I kind of am, but this, if you want Foundations of Rome on the cheap, this is the way to go about it.
Yep.
Yeah, right here. And it's, again, nice publishing. These are thick tiles, nice wood pieces, you know, nice boards. I mean, it's a pretty nice game. But I mean, it's got the trays, you know, just like Foundations of Rome,
Yeah.
which is, I mean, it's pretty cool that they did that.
Yeah, it is. It's a
But,
tray. You
yeah.
got your own little tray. And it's sturdy. I
Yeah.
mean, there's
I don't know. Whatever. Okay, we'll see you next time on the Bones Collector. Bye-bye. Hey, how you doing? This is Bones Collector checking back in with you guys. We're having a lot of fun here at Dice Tower Con 2024, and we're getting ready to wrap this up, I think. But we wanted to play one more game, so we played this 2-player only game called Sky Team. Now, Sky Team is nominated for the Spiel des Jahres with Captain Flip and The Footsteps of Darwin, and we've played all 3 of those games today. Was it today?
This week.
This
This
week.
weekend.
This week, yeah. This is a very good game, especially if you're a pilot. I could see people who are involved in the aeronautics industry would love this game. It is a cooperative game that is done with partial communication. You can talk between rounds about things you're trying to do, but once you roll your dice and put them behind your screen, you're not supposed to speak. So you're just intuitively putting those dice out there and hoping that your co-pilot or your pilot, it depends on what you know, one of you is a pilot, one of you is a co-pilot, can play the dice that you want them to play. And it has everything that you would want in an airplane game, I think. This dial is your artificial horizon. It keeps your plane level, and it has to be exactly level to land. So you're trying to make your dice be equal if that plane is already level. We did have it tilted,
Little bit.
but we had to get it back in order before we landed, and that's something that you have to work on. This is your aeronautics. Is that what it is?
I don't remember
I
what that's
forget.
called.
And this is the engines. And in this game, when you're playing this, the pilot has to play. You have to put a die here and a die here, and there are exclamation points on the board telling you that. Every round you have to place a die here and here. It has to do with the plane being level and the speed. And these are the engines. So both the co-pilot and the pilot must play in those particular spaces. And then you can choose when to put your flaps down. And what was this for you?
This is flaps, this is landing gear.
Oh yeah, this is landing gear, this is flaps. So yeah, you have to get your landing gear down, otherwise it's going to be ugly. And then on
Belly
this,
flop.
on this, if you haven't played this is hugely popular. We're very late to the party playing this.
Yeah.
And then you got all these airplanes on here. This is the airport, of course, and you're going to have all these airplanes on here, and you can affect the rate of this approach. You're approaching the airport by bringing this down, and you have to get these airplanes off of there by putting dice in these radios to remove these airplanes. So
Tell the air traffic controllers, get them out of my way.
yeah, so it's got a guy with the headphones there, so you're going to put a die there. If I put a die with a value of 3 here, I'd go 1, 2, 3, and I could take an airplane off of there. And if this track comes down and this airplane hits the board, then you've crashed and killed all the passengers on board. So that's how you affect that. And then the pilot only has 1 chance to do that. Co-pilot has 2. And then on this tracker, this is your altitude, and it has a blue line around it or an orange line around it. If the blue line is around it, then the pilot goes first that round, the co-pilot that round, and so forth. And then once the round is over, that moves down, and you're slowly coming down, dropping your altitude, approaching the airport, and you better have this thing down in here with all these airplanes off of here and moving down here. And once you get down in here, you got to have your landing gear all down and your flaps, full flaps,
And your speed, and your brakes.
and your speed and your brakes and everything. So it's pretty cool. And then you can also, it gives you a little bit of mitigation on your
Yeah.
dice, because dice are dice. Dice aren't always going to roll perfect for you. But if you take a break, if you got some dice you can spare, you can put it here and take a break, and you can take this little coffee cup, put it in here, and it gives you a plus or minus one opportunity. And we've needed those.
Yes.
You need those.
Yes.
And then we have also a re-roll token. You have the opportunity to use 2 of those. We had one left over, actually.
Yeah, we did.
And so we didn't have to do that. And then these nice little player aids are in your
Behind your
area.
screen.
Yeah, behind the screen. So when you roll your dice, you're supposed to hide your dice and put them in there so the other player can't see them. There are some other modules in here to make the game more interesting and difficult. We played on the absolute easiest.
Yeah, there's another whole book.
We played on the
Book said
absolute
don't open till you.
easiest mode that you could play with in this, and we landed the airplane safely. Everybody, we were
They
flying.
applauded.
Yeah, they applauded. We were flying to Paris, and everybody was happy. But no, Montreal.
Montreal. We went to Montreal.
They speak French there.
That's true.
So we went to Montreal. Everybody applauded, and that we landed them safely. We had a couple people that were bitching about the meals that we served on board. You know how people from America are. But that is Sky Team, and you have to admit that's a pretty creative idea,
It is creative.
and that is hard to do. I mean that's a pretty. I'm impressed by it, just because of the theme and what the game is trying to do, make you feel like you're flying an airplane. I don't know if you could have done any better without making it really complicated. This is not very complicated, and it's done in such a way that it's very fun. And I can see why it was nominated for the Spiel des Jahres.
What are you going to call for the spiel?
Which game am I going to call out of these 3? I think Sky Team's going to win it.
Yeah.
I do. I just think that to make that a game that would simulate an airplane landing it is very difficult to do. That's pretty creative. But I don't know if it's, Spiel des Jahres is usually a family game.
Yeah.
So Captain Flip would be my other. I don't think Darwin's going to get it.
I would choose Captain Flip.
Yeah, I think you
Personally,
know what? Maybe
what I think will win, you might be right with this one.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I think Captain Flip's more of a family type affair, and it's got that unique flipping mechanism for tile. Even though it's a light game, it's super fun to play. So yeah, okay.
They were all good games.
Yeah,
all three of them.
all 3 of them were good games. I think it's a dead heat between Captain Flip and Sky Team. Though, regardless, it's definitely going to be up for the Spiel, and I can see why. Again, a very creative concept in this game. I think that I'm going to wait until they publish it again. I just think they could have done better with the publishing a little bit. Some of these switches don't work the best.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with I think this copy just might be defective.
It could be, yeah. But hey, it's a lot of fun. The dice are nice, very sculpted, custom dice. Hey, very, very nice. It's a fun game, isn't it?
It was fun.
Yeah.
I have not wanted to play this game, but it was fun.
Yeah, it didn't call me either.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a fun time. So hey, I think that's going to be it from Dice Tower Con East 2024. It's Saturday. We're going to call it a weekend.
Unless we can find Windmill Valley.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I did pick up another game. I was walking through the vendor hall, and one of the vendors, I don't know if I should say this, one of the vendors back there had this game for $20. Hadn't been played. This War of Mine. It's an adventure game. I didn't really want to play it because it's kind of a depressing theme. I didn't want to buy it, but for $20, I'm going to play it one time and resell it. But I wanted to play it. I was very interested in it. But this guy, Michael Orax and Jacob Wisniewski, they're good board game designers. And I want to play this game. So yeah, this War of Mine, I was able to get that here at the con. So we had a good time, and I hope wherever you're at, you're playing a board game. And we'll say goodbye to you from the very luxurious Caribe Royale Hotel, where only rich people hang out. See you later. Bye-bye. Okay, so we lied. We played one more game here at Dice Tower Con 2024, and this is it. Charcuterie. How do you say it? Charcuterie.
Charcuterie, yeah.
Charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
Yeah, so are you hungry? Look at our beautiful charcuterie boards. And this is a game where you're going to draw tiles out of this bag, put them on this charcuterie board, and take turns selecting the stacks of tiles, put the charcuterie items on your board, and really you can just keep stacking them up until you've done like 2 people. And 2 people, you have to be the host twice, so there'll be 4 rounds. And then you have everything is public objectives except your recipe card, which is private. So after you've drawn all your tiles, you're going to arrange them on your charcuterie board in the best fashion possible to score these public goals and satisfy your private goal. So you can like have them. It's kind of weird because like your cheese can touch your veggies can touch your fruits, and they can both satisfy a separate goal by doing that. I didn't know that. Lori had to explain that to me. So I
have
did.
a very veggie charcuterie board. And no cheese.
No cheese. And that's all there is to this game,
Yeah,
isn't it?
nothing,
It's a 2024, so we thought we'd throw it on the table and see what happens. But it's really about these public goals, because you're choosing those stacks. You know what's in them, so you know the goals, and you're trying to get ones that you can really combo. You want them to be able to do a couple of different things. So if you're trying to pair cheese with veg, and then veg with fruit, so your cheese can touch your veg, and then on the other side of the veg put a piece of fruit.
Yeah.
So you're trying to combo those things on your charcuterie board, which is obviously way over my head because Lori beat me. But there's crumbs on this board, and after
I know. It does make you hungry.
so that's it. We're going to take off and get the heck out of here. I'm hungry, and you're hungry, and this has been a long week. But yeah, hey, I hope you're having a great day, and we just had a good time here at Dice Tower Con. I hope we see you at Escape Winter in March, because that's our next convention that we're going to. And I think Gen Con is next month, August. I think
I
Gen
lose
Con
track
up in
of it.
Indianapolis is August, so that's a huge, huge convention. This is 1,600 people. It's like 150,000 to go to Gen Con. So that would be someplace I would like to stay away from, and I will. So I'll see you the next time on the Bones Collector. Bye-bye. Okay, so here we are in the main game room of the Dice Tower Con East. So many people. We see those black curtains. That's the vendor hall back there where they're selling new games and stuff. But yeah, a lot of people here. I think 1,600 tickets sold, something like that. So a lot of people playing some crazy board games. Of course, here's Foundations of Rome, which we played the cardboard version because we're losers. No, I love that game. I just wish they'd make it for 2 players and I'd buy it. Ooh, somebody's playing Wolves. Diggity dog. What are these guys playing? What do they think?
Great Western Trail.
GWT, Great Western Trail. Okay. Oh, these guys got Windmill Valley. This is a game we couldn't get all week. All week we tried to get it. We couldn't get the game, but there it is, Windmill Valley. Yeah. So, ouch, ouch, ouch. And what do we got here? Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Town Folk Tussle. I wanted to play that game, and this copy is coarse painted. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
And
Manhattan Project. Minus the Energy Empire.
oh, okay, Manhattan Project. And there's Wandering Towers about to take place. That's been painted, Lori. No, what is it? Those are like 3D printed.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay. And what do we got going on here? Oh,
Together.
that's Flock Together, a great game. I know. What do we got? Honey Buzz is being played right here. A couple folks playing Honey Buzz. What do we got? War of the Ring card game over here. Let's go to Japan. That's very popular right now. And we got the Great Wall right here. That game's pretty impressive looking. It's probably way over my head. This game looks crazy.
It's Downforce.
Oh,
But
okay.
it's got a Mario Kart theme. And he did all the Mario Kart things. We'll be doing another game of this after.
Hey, there's our new friends. And there's another Great Western Trail game being played. And here we have Tokirian. I've played that game many times myself. Hi.
How are you? Good. You having a good time?
There's our friend. Hi. How are you?
Good. Good. I saw that you were here, but I think you guys came early, right? You guys got here on the first day.
Yeah.
We're about ready.
Oh, yeah.
And this is Arcs being played. So we didn't get a chance to play that either, but we wanted to. What else do we have? Over here we have Stone Spine Architects. That looks interesting. And we have Treasure Island. That looks pretty cool. What game is that, fellas? Oh, Mexico. Okay. Very cool. And Marrakesh, of course. FNL game. That looks like a table hog, doesn't it? Are you guys having fun?
We
Good
haven't
deal.
decided yet.
Okay.
Come back in 20 minutes.
And I guess that's it for Dice Tower Con 2024. We had a lovely time, played a lot of board games, had a great fun, and that's all what it's all about. And hope you guys get a chance to go to a convention. See you later. Bye-bye.